Hey everyone, so I've been having a hard time finding recipes and things to cook, so I scrolled upon some chicken Alfredo lasagna rolls. So you're going to season your chicken, you're going to heat your pan up with avocado oil or olive oil, cook your chicken for 6 minutes on each side. Preferably use thin chicken, but I didn't have thin chicken, so I took full chicken breast and cut them in half. Once you do that and you cook all your stuff down, we're going to make the Alfredo sauce. 1 stick of butter. I know, sounds like a lot of fat, but it's worth it. You're just going to melt it on down. Once it's all melted down, you can kind of scrape up some of the, or deglaze, or however you say it, the bottom of the pan. Then you can add your fresh garlic. I used 4 cloves of garlic because our family likes garlic. But you can use 2 cloves of garlic instead. You're going to cook that down for about a minute or 2. And then you are going to add a full bag of spinach. I used baby spinach for this recipe. Cooks down to not much at all. So there's that. I made a hole in the middle of the pan, added my heavy cream. 1 pint should do it for this recipe. And then you're going to add in your seasonings that I already pre-mixed together, and then whisk it up a little bit. And after you whisk it up a little bit, you can incorporate some of the spinach if you'd like. Or you can just go ahead and dump in your 2 cups of Parmesan cheese. Then you're just going to mix her up. Make sure everything's incorporated well. You want to cook down some of that spinach a little bit. This needs to be done on low heat, so you do not over heat your heavy cream and cause like a gritty consistency. Of course, you need to boil your water, add a little bit of salt. I used 8 lasagna noodles because I made 8 lasagna rolls. I cut up my chicken that I cooked at the beginning, added some of my Alfredo sauce to the bottom of my pan. I did not feel like using a real glass dish, so I went to Walmart and bought a cheap old pan. Then you're going to go ahead and add your chicken to your lasagna rolls, a few pieces or whatever you feel like doing. Just make sure you can roll it, and then you will add your Alfredo sauce mixture on top of it. Doesn't need to be a lot, just a little bit. And once you add that little bit of sauce to each one, then you're going to go ahead and add mozzarella cheese. You can use the bagged mozzarella cheese, but I went ahead and shredded 1 pound of the packaged cheese. I like that better, but that's my personal preference. Then you're going to roll them on up, and then add the extra sauce to the top of each lasagna roll. And then it's going to look like this. Add your mozzarella, whatever tickles your fancy, in all honesty. Oh, I forgot to mention, make sure you preheat your oven to 350, 375. I did 375. I would bake it for like 15 to 20 minutes, but I messed up and I baked it for like 12 minutes and then I broiled it on high, but it's all good. But this was the final result. I know it doesn't look pretty, but in the words of my 7-year-old son, it was bussin'. So, and he is a very picky eater. Enjoy.